We lost D'Angelo, and I'm sitting here thinking about what an impact he had on my life and, so many people I know. I grew up, I was born in the late 80s, obviously grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, and D'Angelo was a big fixture in my household, in the taxis, wherever I hung out. And he only released 3 albums in 30 years, Brown Sugar, Voodoo, and Black Messiah. But the cultural impact, honey, the intentionality behind the work, he was a talent, he was a visionary, he was a baddie, a generational hottie. And I'm feeling super sad today, but also very thankful that he gave us so many gifts and thankful for the artist that he was.
So I just wanted to share my thoughts on D'Angelo's funeral that was held over the weekend, this past weekend. And from my understanding, the family wanted to be private because of him being a private person. And I just want to share my thoughts on some DJ Premier. I know y'all young people don't know who that is, but like millennials and Gen X, y'all know who that is. Well, he is not pleased with some of the people that did attend the funeral, and I guess whoever, you always know that somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. They posted pictures and posted the obituary, and he was not happy about that because of the family's request. I'ma just say this. I'ma look at it both ways. Okay, you gotta realize D'Angelo had fans, and the fans, I'm one of them. I guess, wanted to know, how is he gonna be celebrated? Okay, just being out of curiosity. Number two, you gotta respect the family. If this is their wishes of privacy, you gotta respect it. Don't be posting stuff and posting you don't know how that affects, especially his children. And I just want to just put that out there, because it's been kind of like, even though it's good to see that people did show up to pay their respects, but at the same time, you're going against their wishes, their requests. I don't know. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, how y'all feel about it, because he was such a gift to music. And I'm hoping at some point down the line they'll do a celebration of his music, because a lot of your faves mimic him, if you know what I'm saying. So just let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it. Like DJ Premier, like I said, he was not pleased with people posting the obituary and all of the things from the funeral this past weekend. But that's all I want to share.
When the world learned that Dangelo had passed away, everything seemed to go quiet. Radios replayed Untitled, How Does It Feel? Timelines filled with heartbreak, and fans everywhere shared the same disbelief the voice that redefined soul had gone silent. Born Michael Eugene Archer in Richmond, Virginia, Dangelo wasn't just a singer. He was a vessel, a rare artist who turned human emotion into something spiritual. His music was never just about rhythm or melody. It was about feeling. Every note he sang carried the ache of love, the beauty of struggle, and the peace of faith. When Brown Sugar arrived in 1995, it was a revelation. Dangelo brought warmth, honesty, and raw sensuality back to R&B at a time when it was losing its heart. Then came Voodoo, a masterpiece that redefined what soul could sound like. It was bold, messy, groovy, and alive. It reminded the world that music could still be human, imperfect, and divine all at once. His final studio album, Black Messiah, released in 2014, was a thunderstorm of truth, a voice for a generation caught between pain and hope. With every record, Dangelo didn't just evolve, he elevated. After his passing, tributes flooded in from across the world. Beyoncé called him the pioneer of neo-soul, thanking him for changing R&B forever. Lauryn Hill, his creative counterpart in spirit, wrote, "Your beauty and talent were not of this world. You moved us, stirred us, inspired, and even intimidated others with your genius." Tyler, the creator who grew up studying his sound, said, "He was a true alien savant. We were lucky to live in a time to enjoy his art." Missy Elliott sent prayers for his family, while Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers wrote, "No one did anything funkier over the last 30 years. Fly free with the angels, Dangelo, we will listen to you forever." Their words reflected a universal truth. Dangelo's music didn't belong to one genre, race, or era. It belonged to everyone who ever felt deeply. But perhaps the most moving tributes came from his fans, the people who found pieces of their own lives in his songs. One fan wrote, "Before Voodoo, I just listened to music. After it, I started feeling music." Another said, "Black Messiah gave me chills the first time I heard it, and it still does." For many, Dangelo's voice was the soundtrack to love, heartbreak, healing, and rebirth. His songs weren't background music, they were emotional medicine. Dangelo was a quiet force. He rarely sought the spotlight, yet his presence was magnetic. He could whisper a lyric that cut deeper than a scream. His artistry wasn't about fame. It was about faith in sound, in soul, and in the power of vulnerability. Every performance felt like a sermon without words, every silence like a prayer. Now, as the world mourns, his legacy feels eternal. His music continues to play in dimly lit rooms, on long drives, and in the hearts of those who grew up with his voice as their compass. He once said, "Music is the closest thing we have to God." And now, as we press play again, we can still feel him not gone, but transformed. Dangelo's body may have left us, but his soul lives in the rhythm of every beat he ever made. He was the sound of truth, the echo of love, and the reminder that real music doesn't fade, it lingers. Dangelo didn't just make songs, he made soul eternal.